What's going on, everybody? My name is MT, and I have spent every minute of every day over the last year of my life searching for the big missing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 Easter egg. Every damn day. I have spent hundreds of hours and dollars going from comic book store to comic book store, just absorbing all of the useless information I thought I was going to need about the cosmic side of the Marvel Comics into the very pores of my hairy brown skin. The very pores. Because I figured, hey, since this movie is set in outer space, I'm sure the Easter egg has to do with an outer space person, or thing, or Randall, or whatever, right? But nope, it ain't none of that, y'all. You know why? Because the big missing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 Easter egg is the mother frickin' Mole Man. That's right, everybody. I ruined my life searching for a Mole Man. What have I done? Because check it out, everybody. The Mole Man is here in this scene where the Celestial Eson the Searcher decides to just casually annihilate everybody on this planet. And look, I know that sounds like a bit of a drastic thing to do, but I'm sure he had a good reason. I mean, he probably overheard someone saying that Donatello wasn't a real Ninja Turtle because Styx and Purple are stupid. And if you're someone like Eson the Searcher, that shit's offensive. But anyways, okay, so remember when I made that Easter egg video about the Great Cataclysm? You know, the thing that happened thousands of years ago when the Celestials nuked the hell out of the planet Earth, causing millions of people to die, ancient cities like Atlantis to sink to the bottom of the ocean, and the Earth to completely reform into the landmasses that we know of today? Remember that? They still teach that in social studies. But if you haven't seen that video, I'm definitely going to try to leave a link below or at the end of this video because, for the sake of time, I don't really want to get into all that in this video. Well, much like I said in that video, this planet is, in fact, the planet Earth, and this event is also, in fact, the Great Cataclysm. But why am I saying this? Why does this even freaking matter? And how the hell does this have to do with the Mole Man? Get to the point, MT. Well, when the Celestial strikes his staff onto the planet, we see the Earth begin to crack open, and when it does, we are shown this dude wincing in pain at the sight of light from the sun coming through a crack in the planet and hitting his face, which seems like a phenomenon his eyeballs are not used to at all. This dude right here is the infamous Mole Man, the first villain the Fantastic Four ever faced in the very first issue of the Fantastic Four. And yes, I know, this probably sounds like the stupidest thing you have ever heard, considering that everybody, including myself up until like 2 days ago, assumed that the rights to the actual Mole Man character were still at 20th Century Fox, considering that the Mole Man is the first major villain the Fantastic Four ever faced, and is a very prominent Fantastic Four character. And I'm just gonna keep it real with you guys. I don't believe this shit myself. I really don't. I mean, obviously I do, but I don't. But given what I'm about to show you, and the fact that Marvel Studios can do weird things like use the Skrulls in Captain Marvel and trade the rights to the Negasonic Teenage Warhead for the rights to Ego of the Living Planet, literally anything could happen. There ain't no logic to this shit no more. But anyways, whatever. The reason why I think that this is a hardcore Mole Man Easter egg is not only because this dude is clearly inside of the Earth while the surface is being destroyed, because, you know, his body did not choose to become the consistency of Dorito dust, like the bodies of his upstairs neighbors, but also because of the way the light from the crack in this planet hits this man's squinty ass eyes. Because, ladies and gentlemen, through the use of light, shadow, and insanely clever cinematography on the part of director James Gunn and his amazingly talented crew, we can see what appears to be the abstracted glasses of the villainous subterranean Mole Man. Look, I know this sounds crazy, but just check out the side-by-side comparison, man. It is no coincidence that this rectangular-ass light is shining directly onto these two skinny eyeball slits, man. It's the Mole Man, man. But just who is this Mole Man anyway? I mean, I've been saying Mole Man, Mole Man, Mole Man because I'm familiar with the character, but I'm sure there are a lot of you out there that have zero idea who the hell I'm talking about. And if you're familiar with my YouTube channel and how I handle Easter egg videos, this is usually the part in the video where I go into this really long, in-depth explanation on the comic book character that I'm talking about, but who freaking cares? It's the freaking Mole Man. Like, it's not that deep. Long story short, the Mole Man was a dude formerly known as Harvey Elder, who was literally the most annoying, useless, an unpleasant person to be around. Like, nobody liked being around Harvey Elder. Even when he was a kid, mall Santa Clauses, whose jobs are to make every child in the mall feel welcome and loved, were like, hold up there, ugly troll child. The weather outside is frightful, and so is your face. So go ahead and take that one-horse open sleigh out of my life. Like, guys, dude was literally so annoying that he was thrown out of a plane that was flying over the Pacific Ocean. I mean, they gave him a parachute, but still. If a group of people all decide that they would rather throw your ass out of a plane than spend the remainder of the flight with you on it, you probably need to rethink the person that you are, because that is not normal social behavior. But anyways, yeah, when he finally made it to shore, he was like, hooray! Victory! Oh geez. And his dumbass fell into a hole in a cave that led to an extremely large underground cavern. And because he was too annoying to die from that fall, apparently, when he woke up, he managed to somehow instantly blind himself. And after that, Harvey just decided to stay underground and live there and swear vengeance on humanity for treating him badly all of his life by striking fear into the hearts of men by becoming the Mole Man. Because every rational person has a deeply rooted mole phobia deep inside their hearts. And then, since his vision is like 95% gone, he developed radar vision, kind of like Daredevil, and used that vision to find a race of subterranean beings called the Moloids, and use them to create an underground army. And he would use this Smeagol-ass army and a couple of monsters here and there to either attempt to take over or destroy the planet, you know, before he inevitably got his ass beat by the Fantastic Four, or the nearest available hero, or pedestrian, or just, you know, the weather. I don't know. He's not very hard to beat. Wash, rinse, and repeat, and you basically have the entirety of the Mole Man's career in a nutshell. So yeah, that's it for my main Mole Man theory, I think. But I do have a couple of little quick theories that relate to this theory that I wanted to, like, add in, if that's alright. What's that? It is alright? Well, okay then. If the Mole Man is somehow in the MCU, then this alien in the red jumpsuit in the collector's collection that everyone thought was Beta Ray Bill could be a Moloid, the superpowered telepath Moloid named Valor, to be more specific. And judging by the buildings and scenery in the background, I think that ground zero of the celestial destruction could actually end up being the mythical land of El Dorado, or El Dorito Dust. A land that, in the comics, was run by a small group of individuals known as They Who Wield Power, who, I think, are these mysterious dudes right here, attempting to wield the Power Stone. But anyways, that's it. If this does end up being true, then I think we can all agree Danny DeVito for Mole Man. I mean, no offense to Danny DeVito, you are not an annoying individual like the Mole Man is, but you were literally born to play this role. But if he's not available, let's get Mark Hamill in this bitch, because Mark Hamill would make a killer Mole Man. But anyways, if you guys could tweet this video at James Gunn on Twitter, that would be so great and would help me out so much. But if you don't want to tweet James Gunn, you don't have to. There's no obligation. And while you're on Twitter, come give me a follow at Mastertainment so we can talk about weird nerdy things that would disappoint our parents together. Because is that not what life is about? Disappointing your parents every day, every minute, every second of the year? But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do it, or just leave a thumbs up, or share this video. That also makes me happy on the inside. And oh yeah, before I go, a huge thank you to James Gunn for that amazing shout out during his Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Facebook Live event. Like, that literally made my entire life, and it helped me out so much, like so freaking much. James, you are an incredible director and an even more amazing human person. And that last part goes to you too, Stephen Blackheart. I see you. You're the freaking man. I freaking love you guys, man. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Seriously, I love you guys. Like, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You don't understand. For you guys and for everybody that watches my videos. I do not deserve any of this. You guys are amazing. My name is MT, and if this Easter egg is right, you can color me mother freaking surprised. But you know, I probably shouldn't be, actually, because everybody knows that if you dig long enough and deep enough, you're probably going to run into a mole man. Because sticks and purple are stupid, and if you're someone like Eson the Searcher, that shit's offensive and borderline racist. Purple is fine with if you're purple, We cool. I voted for Obama. Let's get Mark Hamill in this bitch, because Mark Hamill would make a killer Mole Man. I mean, if he's not too busy swooshing the lightsabers with pretty British women. I mean, if you can go be the Mole Man, and I'll teach Ray how to. I don't know how to fight. I don't know how to do anything. How one manages to nearly blind themselves in a dark-ass cave hole is a mystery to me, but by gosh, Harvey Elder managed to do that shit. Good job, Harvey. You fucking dumbass.